Doodly-doot-doot-doot.
I think we're live.
Oh.
Are we live? Welcome to Wednesday.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Hi,
everybody. I just want to let everybody know before we sing this first song that literally all three of us just walked through the door. So Ginger's been here playing for a while. She's awesome. So we're gonna really, this is like a chat because there's no like what are we gonna talk about? What did you do? What did you? This is all live, bloopers included, and we just picked our song, and it's going to be "Open the Eyes of My Heart, Lord," and it is page 37. Do you like how I said that? 37 in the Chalice Praise.
Don't think I need music for this one.
It's not staying up.
I like that Ginger blocks the half of my body.
Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. We're going to sing holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. Amen. And even though it wasn't even written in the book, Ginger followed us. Amazing. At home, if everybody can give her a virtual round of applause, she's amazing. Ginger Herrera on the piano. She is our pianist. She's our rock, our foundation. Hi, Becky. We miss you. We miss everybody that's out there. Check in with us. Let us know how you guys are doing. Before we get to our little chit chat, I do want to let you know that it's not that I only have one or two shirts that I wear on Wednesday, but really it really is true. Because Wednesday at our school is called Where Are You Headed Wednesday. And so we want to show our students that after high school, that there's another place that you can go, college, right? And so I only have two shirts, and one of them is Sac State, and the other one is a Cal Bears shirt because my really good friend Terry Stieg and Tom Stieg, they went to that alumni, so I support them. Anyway, so if you see, like, if you're watching every single week on Wednesdays and you're like, Brenda is wearing the same shirt every single Wednesday, every opposite Wednesday, that's why.
Going to Sac State.
So, yes. So, anyways, our question this week, Cici, what's our question this week?
Our question was, what do you miss most about being present at church? And I had an example. Mine was when Norrie's preaching, sitting in the front and kind of, you know, the jokes that come with it, like leaning over, talking to my mom, you know, just being physically in here. And I felt that when I was sitting behind the camera the other day, because it's just a different feeling than watching it. So,
Billy, what's the thing that you miss most about physically being in church?
Probably the hugs.
Hugs.
Also, just as Cici was saying, I agree with what she was saying as well. I'm sorry.
That's
That-
okay. Hugs are, I mean, physical touch. There's like been studies about physical touch and how if people don't get enough physical touch, that their like psyche goes like, I know Becky, you probably have a wealth of information about how physical touch impacts your mental health. And so we, anyway, no, total hugs and physical touch, exact and completely. And it's a safe place to get hugs, you know. Whereas at school, sometimes you're like, Of course, us old people aren't going to school anymore, but, you know, for kids and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, everybody had their own section that they would sit into. Not that we like had seating arrangements, but everybody just had their space that they would usually sit in. So
It's interesting that you say that because I went to a church retreat one time and they talked about like who moved my cheese, right? They talked about how in churches sometimes we get super stagnant and we get super like, oh well, this is my seat. And well, what happens if you don't get to church at 10:30 and somebody else comes and takes your seat, right? Like, are you going to be the one that's like, sorry, you're getting, or are you the one that's going to sit next to him and say, hey,
welcome.
Hey, guess what? I love sitting next, hey, when Norrie says his thing, you have to laugh. Oh, just kidding. Norrie never pays us to do that. Never. I'm actually being serious. He doesn't.
His jokes are always shocking. So we're always like, what? Wait, what did he just say?
Wait, he said that in church? I love our pastor. Ginger, what is it that you miss most about being in physical church?
Just seeing everyone, and it just seems like such a long time.
Seeing everyone. I'm not sure if we can hear her, but she said seeing everybody. It's just been a really long time, and it has. We shut down in March. It's now February 3rd. That's just crazy. And Becky says, yay for hugs, as long as the receiver wants one. Yes, I totally agree. I know that, and especially nowadays, I don't know what it's going to be like. Because we're not supposed to hug. We're not supposed to be close.
I was thinking about that the other day. We are coming up on our almost second Easter without church, and that is shocking to me. Like, I remember when we didn't have church on Easter last year, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Because like that's the day that it's packed, and we have our cross that we, that's bare and doesn't have flowers, and then the kids do it. So like the thought that that's coming up again is crazy. Like, it's shocking to me that we still sit here.
I think one of the things that, it's not that I miss about physical church, but it's that I ponder a lot, and that is when we are in physical church, there are a lot of behind the scenes things that a lot of congregates don't really think about on a daily basis or on a Sunday basis. And, like washing the towels in our kitchen. Like on a Sunday morning, everybody thinks about the sermon. Everybody thinks about the songs. Where am I going to sit? Did I hit the right note? But not a lot of us think about the behind the scenes. Like when we take communion, somebody's got to clean up, and somebody's got to wash the dishes, and the towels are there. Who's going to take home the towels?
No, I know.
So
crazy.
There's a lot of behind the scenes that I feel like that we miss out on not being in physical church. And I know that there are some people out there that are wanting to be a part of the physical church, not just by showing up, but also by helping. With that, before we go into the next song, I'm going to segue into You Can Help. And that is, on the second Sunday of every month, we are doing a drive-through donation. So if you have canned foods or foods that won't go bad very fast, maybe you have some blankets or jackets or something that you'd like to donate to the shelter, please bring them. It's drive-through 9 to 10:15 on Sunday. And actually this month is going to be February 14th that we're having that drive-through. So celebrate your love for Jesus by bringing in your donations for our outreach. So with that, Should we sing another song?
I say yes.
All right. Again, we walked in the door like right before we went live. So Billy has something open.
I have a red hymnal. I hadn't realized it until I started looking through the pages.
We're not discriminatory. You can have red.
Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm giving you
is 295 in this very room?
in this very room. Let's look.
Because they might be different between the red book
Oh,
and the
it's
blue
in
book.
here. It's the same one, 295.
Mine's upside down.
I think the only difference between the two is the time when it was printed.
Yeah.
So there might be added songs
Wash hands.
or changed lyrics.
I think it's good. In this very room, 295. Should we do verses 1 and 3?
Sure.
All right, let's do verses 1 and 3. In this very room, there's quite enough love for one like me. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for one like me. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Jesus, Lord Jesus, is in this very room. In this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Jesus, Lord Jesus, is in this very room. This song reminds me of Joni. Aunt Joni was my very first Bethel guardian when I was in Job's Daughters. And I sang this at her wedding. Job's Daughters has been very near and dear to Cici and I, and actually to Rob and to Mike. And I just want to say that Cici and I have lost, and the Job's Daughters world has lost an angel the last couple, 2 nights ago. Our Aunt Hilda passed away. She was 94, and she lived a beautiful, wonderful life. She touched so many lives of not just adults, but young children, Job's Daughters, the Masonic family, and she was a teacher. She was a teacher of music. She was a teacher.
If you ever went to Webster, she was probably your typing teacher.
Yes.
Hilda
She's
Walker. So
computer. Yeah.
she was everyone's typing teacher.
Yeah.
Literally everyone.
Everybody.
Everyone is always, because she passed away yesterday. So, you know, on my Facebook, I just posted something. My mom posted something, and everybody's like, "Oh, she was my typing teacher." Like, she was everyone's typing teacher, and she played piano, and she was a great woman. So I actually called Brenda last night, so because before anything got posted, there was a couple people that I wanted to know.
So I do want to sing something tonight in her honor, and I don't know if Cici will be able to get through it. So Mike, it's okay if she's not singing. There are some times when sometimes Cici isn't coming up on the mic, and he's turning her up, and anyway, I wanted to know if Ginger, if we could play "Near My God to Thee." I don't know what that verse is in.
Should be in
if Janice Whittington is listening, and I know, Becky, you might know this too because your mom was a Job's daughter. And Near My God to Thee is one of the songs.
577, maybe.
577. Yep, it is. We normally sing in Job's Daughters, we sing the first verse and the fifth verse. So if we want to go ahead and sing verses 1 and verse 5. But Aunt Hilda, you are an amazing person, and God is joining you. You are now with your daughter and your family. And while I know she's not a member of Mayfair Christian Church, she is a member of our community. And like Cici said, there's so many people that know her around Stockton. So Near My God to Thee.
You guys okay?
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that moment with us at home and whenever you are listening. Okay, so upcoming events we have in February. I think we haven't made this announcement yet, but thank you, Becky. Thank you very much. But next Wednesday, I think we're going to be having some youth here. We are going to be having youth here, and we are going to be preparing for Lent.
Yes. So if you have children that normally come to this church, if you would like, I'm going to be sending out an announcement too, and I'll be calling people. We are going to be social distancing. Masks are required, and we are going to be getting the Lent bracelets ready and just little care packages. And so we're really trying to bring the kids back together, and Zenna and Jackson are going to be helping. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be great. And then we're actually going to start doing it every other Wednesday. So hopefully we'll have little pop-ins by the kids as well on Wednesdays.
Which will be fun.
Yeah. So that way people can see them.
Yeah. I love it. So that's happening in February. March is still Lent. April is when the festivities for Easter will happen. More to come on that. But the Lenten bags that the kids are going to help put together, we are going to be distributing them prior to the 16th, which is, or 17th, I think, is Ash Wednesday. So that's the official start of Lent. But your elder will be contacting you about how to get those packages.
Yes. You know why I like Lent?
Why
And
do you
last
like
year,
Lent?
last year I failed.
You don't fail. Oh my goodness,
Oh, I
you
did.
don't fail.
I really did though. I use it like my not New Year's resolution, but my power through, and I really try to find something that is really hard for me to sacrifice, and I feel like it's probably the most motivating time for me.
I would like to do, I've done a 40 bags in 40 days, because Lent is supposed to be 40 days, right? You're not supposed to count Sundays, which is like so weird to me. I'm like, let's count all the days, but minus the Sundays. Anyway, so it's supposed to be 40 days. And so I joined this Facebook group a couple years ago that was 40 bags in 40 days. So I think I'm going to do that again. 40 days of purging, basically. So every day you do a little bit of like cleaning or purging, and you pick up a bag and then you can donate it or whatnot. So I think that's what I'm going to do for Lent.
Usually try to give up bread. But I like your I might do both. Because like purging from the inside out and also my home. Bread, no bread for this body is not.
I don't know if you can do the whole no bread thing.
I have, and it's the
I
greatest.
love bread.
Me too. I used to say no carbs, but that's a lie. Everything has carbs in it. But bread, pasta, cut it out.
How about just no refined white bread? How about you just do like super yucky, disgusting wheat bread? I'm just kidding. Wheat bread is not disgusting. I promise.
Abby, we've talked about a little bit here that she's had some like medical issues going on with her. So we've figured them out. She has she's allergic to gluten. So she's now gluten free.
So just eat gluten-free bread.
Well, it works out too, like when we start church again, because I know Lonnie's gluten free, and there's a couple members who are gluten free.
Austin's gluten free. And I don't know, is the whole Iverson family gluten free?
I think they are.
Okay, so the whole Iverson family is probably gluten free.
It's been great weight loss. Well, you can't tell right now, but for me, because like I have the other two who can eat whatever they want to eat, but then I have to cook Abigail's special food. So at that point, I'm like, I should probably eat what she's eating. But sometimes the corn dog looks delicious. So
I love corn dogs.
Here we are.
Right? It is hot. Are we? I know. I'm like, whew. And it's so funny looking at yourself in the thing. I'm like, I look like I'm like lounging, but I'm really not. I just want to make an angle so that it doesn't look like I'm all weird. Anyway.
I'm not sure when the vernal equinox is. I'm not sure when spring actually begins. But my sister and I like the 22nd of February? Of March. Cool. My sister and I like joking about Central Valley, California weather in general. We refer to these sudden sporadic warm times in the middle of what is ostensibly winter as being one of California's false winters or false springs. Yes. And we get some of those. We even get some false summers in the middle of spring where suddenly it's like 90, 100 degrees for only like 3 or 4 days, and then we go back to sort of semi-balmy spring weather.
Yep. I like it. I like it. Melissa says, isn't corn gluten-free?
It is.
It is. Look at that.
It is, and she loves nachos. Like, so because she can eat cheese and corn tortilla chips, so.
As long as it's corn tortilla chips, right? Well, we have a couple of minutes, and we haven't picked out the last song. Ginger, do you have a song that you wanted to? You know what? Ginger was here practicing, and she was practicing a Toy Story song. Did you want to play the Toy Story song? You've Got a Friend in Me? I'm not sure that really goes with our theme, but she was practicing it. Or is there another song, Ginger?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a hymn.
A hymn.
Yeah.
How about Melissa? Do you have a suggestion, or Becky, if you have a suggestion on what you would like to hear? And while I would say it's Stump the Organist, it really isn't Stump the Organist. She can play anything. It's really Stump the Vocalist. That's really what it is. Basically.
Truly.
I I don't, you know what? And it's a couple. There's a delay, so I'm going to give everybody kind of a little reprieve. But you know what song that we could sing in the meantime? Because we have a couple. Okay, what time is it? Okay, we have like 2 minutes. Where was that other one that we did? And it was Dona
Nobis Pacem, the
yes,
round.
yes. Which one? The
Well,
round.
it's on the same page as the first song that we sang.
It was 290.
297.
297. Okay, so we're gonna sing this all together first, and then let's see if we can do it in a round. Cici doesn't know this song. Cici doesn't, but we're gonna sing it.
I never know the
Cici,
songs. It's fine.
If you look at when you get to the pages, to the page.
Thank you, Melissa. I'm right there with you, and I'm one of the worship leaders, so it's fine. You're fine. No judgment here.
When you get to the page, there's numbers going down it, 297.
Yes.
And in each one of those numbers is a place where you can begin begin again. Yeah.
So she's gonna just sing the whole thing.
I was just reading Melissa's comment. She says, I have no idea of him. Sorry. And I
It's
said,
okay.
me neither.
It's all right. All right, so but all three of us are going to sing it all once so that Cici gets an idea of what it's like. So all at once, we'll sing it all the way through.
Michael.
Go ahead and give the note. Sorry. Cici, ready?
Yes.
I'll sing along with you for the first part.
I'll fake sing.
And then you'll fake sing.
I like Melissa's comment again. Next time I'll just pick a page number. Thank you, Melissa.
Oh, Melissa, we love you. And then Billy, if you want to
person.
come in at the 2nd
I'll
one.
come in too.
Perfect. And then, because I'll stay with Cici, and then I'll come in number 3. How's that? Okay. All right, I'll sing with you, Cici, okay? Ready?
I'm trying. Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Dona nobis pacem, pacem. Dona nobis pacem. Dona nobis pacem. Wonderful.
I didn't want to ruin it. It was going so well. I tried for like 4 seconds, and then I was like, nah. Not going to ruin perfection over there. I'll just chill.
Well, we're going to have to practice that one because really it is better with 3. So we'll practice that, I promise, and we'll reprise that maybe in Lent. Maybe in Lent. So maybe that's what could be your Lent.
Oh, learn hymns?
No, because it's supposed to be giving something up. I think you should give up your fear. Give up your fear of messing up. That's hard. I'm just saying because that is hard. That's hard. But I'm there for you, Cici. I am there for you. So
I like that Mike's on sound because he realizes when things aren't going well, he just turns me down. I looked over at him when she was like, "You guys are going to do this," and I was like, "It's not happening."
We love you, Cici. We love you.
That's when we spoke through our eyeballs, Mike.
I think with that we'll go ahead and I'm gonna give it to Billy.
Because with that, you've just watched Wednesdays.
Thanks everybody. We'll see you on
Bye.
Sunday.
Have a great week.